Hello, so I'm going to show you how to install your basic bundle for Blender. So we're going to open up Blender. I'm using 4.3.2 in this version of the video, but you can use 4.2 or above. So um, yeah, now I'll cover that bit. We're going to go to your Edit, Preferences, and you'll probably be on this screen here. You want to go to Add-ons, click this little drop down over here next to the tag icon, and click Install from Disk. And you want to go to your where you download the zip from. All my zips are in here right now, so I'm gonna select the basic bundle 1.0.6, but anything from above this will be the same process. So install from disk, and then you'll see this Phlanka basic bundle. I'm gonna click on the little arrow to the left of it to extend it, and enter your license key on this panel, like so, and then click activate. And once that's activated, you can close this. And to access your texture panel, you can either press Control Alt S like this, and it'll pop up. Or if you want a more permanent view of it, you can click on this little tiny arrow that pops out the side here, and go to the Daisy Textures tab, like so. So by default, it comes with two textures. It comes with the base and the PBR texture. And if you want to get more, just click this link here, and it'll take you to the website. Just make sure you're logged into your account, and you should be able to download all the textures on the website. And then you want to install that zip file by clicking this button. Go to your downloads, and all the textures you downloaded, you can select all of the zips if you wanted to, but this is not all. I've only got the one here just for an example. And then you click install texture, and it will say down here, textures installed successfully. So now you can drop down from your base category to see what other categories you have. And for the decals, the new feature, this will be covered in more detail, but to just show you how to install a texture, because it only comes with these ones for now. To install your own custom one, you click this load custom image and grab a PNG from somewhere, and then save decal to library. And you can choose whether you want it in the brands category, the default one, or create a new one. So I'm going to call this one COD because this is a Call of Duty banner and it makes more sense for me. So I click OK. And now it's not in this brands one, it's in COD. Like so. And if you can't apply it, it's because you're not in texture paint mode. You just switch to texture paint mode and apply decal. And the rest of the painting onto the texture itself, I'll cover that in a later video. So there's all that part done. And if you didn't want these in your library, I'll show you how to remove them real quick. So you go to Edit, Preferences, and enable the developer mode in the add-on. So you go to your add-ons, extend the panel, and enable developer options. And then this will give you a little bin icon here on your textures on these decals. I'm gonna just delete this COD one for an example here. So I click delete, and then it removes it. And then you go back to your brands one, and the same for the textures up here. If you don't want a texture that you've installed, you can click developer options to extend this, and click delete material, like so. And if you let me go back to object mode here. So let's just say you applied this base material here, and if I select PBR, so you got two textures on this model. Let's say you got like 30 different textures, and you just want to start fresh on a fresh model, and you don't want to close the Blender file or anything like that. You can click this clean objects button, which is again under the developer options. You click clean objects, and it will remove all the textures off all the models in your scene. And one more thing for the let me just undo that. So let's just say you're really happy with this blue texture. So we go to shading. So you designed a. Oh, by the way, if you don't see a node down in this bottom panel here, you press your home button. And to get onto this panel as well, you just go onto the shading tab up here, and then you got this node editor down here. So as I was saying before, say if you liked a texture that you made, like say you got the right shininess, but you wanted to apply this to other models without having to manually apply the same texture all the time, I'm going to call this one a dull red. Just give it a random name, any name you want. You just do that in this little section up here. And then you press N on your keyboard while you're in this node. Go to Daisy Textures, and then open it in Material Maker like this. Open a Material Maker, and then that material becomes on the material itself, so you can actually save this to your library. And to save it to your library, Oh, 1 second. Edit preferences. You don't have to do this. This is because I haven't closed Blender recently, so it's not recognized the add-on still. So you'll have a panel like this normally when you load straight into it. You literally just set the category. I don't want it in base. I'll put this one in custom textures. You can call this whatever you want, like your server name or just a cat. This is the category name, and then you click Save to Library. And then once that's done, you can close this texture maker again, and then open up this daisy textures over here, and then hit the refresh button down there. And then you've got your custom textures, and you can apply that to any other model in the scene. So say if you had like a really nice gun that you want to apply to another gun, like the same kind of skin. Let's just say, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, say you have two different models and you want the same red texture. You can do that now. So I'm going to apply it as new, and I'll shade auto smooth. There we go. So it's got the same shininess, the same color. So you can go into detail, create your own textures, and save them to your library yourself like this. And as for the baker, that is just over here in the render tab. So this little camera icon in the top right, click on that, and there you go, your daisy texture baker. And a more detailed video on the rest of this will be coming soon. This was just the installation guide, and I hope it's helped you guys. If you need anything else, join the Discord, and I'll be sure to help you. And good luck on your textures. Share what you make. I want to see what you can do.